So most people would shy away from a job like this, but hey, as they say, there's nothing to it but to do it. So let's get started. Hey everyone, Austin here with Kraken Junk Removal. Today we're in Hampton, Tennessee. We're here to do a 2-story house clean out. So here's a look at the house. And here's a quick look at the outside. So right now, we're just waiting on the homeowners to get here. I think they sold the house and they just need the junk hauled away. So that's what we're here to do. It's a wet day. Still a lot of rain here in East Tennessee. And I only saw part of the job. I saw the upstairs. I saw what looked like was the garage and the living room. I did not see pictures of anything outside or on the deck or the side of the house. So that was not in the quote that I gave her. So we're gonna have to find out if she wants all this stuff picked up or not, because from my initial inspection of the pictures she sent, it looked like it was about maybe 1.5 box trucks, possibly 2, but I estimated about 1.5. So, you know, I gave her an estimate based on that, and she was happy with it. So, I do have to ask her about these items outside, because that will definitely influence the cost of the job. Yeah, because we got more stuff out here, and this stuff is tedious to bag. I'm gonna show you guys how one 40-plus-year-old man can do a 2-story house clean out all by himself, solo, no help. It's gonna be a challenge, but I'm always up for a challenge, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you here what's inside this house. And then inside the garage, obviously, we will take all this, leaving the freezer, leaving the paint, but all of this stuff, she said, can go. So now we make our way inside. Closet, she said leave all that. Downstairs, leave the humidifier or the dehumidifier, the cleaning supplies. Everything in here goes except for the lamp. And then everything in this room pretty much stays. Well, the desk and the bookshelf stay. All the small junk items on there can go. There is not much back here. She said all that can stay. So that pretty much takes care of the downstairs area, and we make our way upstairs. And this is where we get into some of the large bulky items. So we'll start with the living room. Stuff on the walls, all this stuff can go. Opened up the window so I can throw some of the small stuff right down there. The small windows are small, but you can throw a few small bags through there. In the kitchen, all the appliances stay. Obviously the boxes and stuff stay, but the coffee table, the dinner table go. Bathroom, I don't know, just some small stuff. Not really much. But yeah, like this bulky item here. Stuff on the ground. I'm not very excited about this. This is like that gel foam mattress, and it's a king size. And if you know anything about these mattresses, when you try to stand them up, they start to flop all around. So that's going to be a challenge. That's where I'm going to actually start while I have all my energy. This thing's big and bulky. Oh my God, this thing's heavy. So I'm going to have to take the drawers out. That's why I thought about the windows. I can throw those out the window. There's not much in the bathroom. That closet's already emptied. In here, you got this, I don't know, what do you want to call this thing? Like an ottoman or bench. Some stuff down there. We got another dresser here. And that's all cleared out. So, here's your rundown of the job. So, I got to get started on this because weather's bad. We got the mattress out of the upstairs, dragged it out. We got it this far, at least from here on. It's downhill, so won't be too bad. Got gravity working with us. So we're gonna go ahead and try to drag this. This thing is heavy though, guys. All right, we're gonna try to throw these safely away from the car, away from the house, and as close to the truck as possible. All right, so we got all the drawers out of this dresser. So now, trying to get it out of the house here. So I'm gonna go on the end and push it. And I'm gonna slide it down the stairs on the top part and then wheel it out on the dolly. So I gotta get it around this corner here before I flip it around. All right, I gotta put the camera down for a minute before I do all that.
Listen, I need you to bounce back like you never fell off. Talk that talk, George. I need you to bounce back like you never fell off. It's time to turn it up a notch. You're a jack of all trades. And in life, it don't matter what hand you were dealt. It's about how you play your hand. And if people won't give you a chance, then bet on yourself. Put the money on the dresser. I got 5 on it. Pressure. Big dog. Yeah, that's right.
I think I'll need the dolly. I'm just gonna slide this down the steps. Over the truck. So it wasn't too bad actually. The upstairs went a lot smoother than I thought from looking at the pictures. So, I don't want to trip on these cabinets I threw out the window. Probably should have did that last, but not a big deal. Drop that lift gate a little bit more, and yep, slide her on. That's it. All right. So everything's coming together. Everything's coming together. I was gonna try to push that mattress up against the back wall, but that thing's so heavy. I'm just gonna leave it as is and stack stuff on top of it. Check out that view, guys. The mountains over here. It's pretty nice. East Tennessee mountains are beautiful. Yeah, wherever you go, you can get a nice view of the mountains, pretty much. So, all right, I'll put this in. We'll condense it down once I get more stuff in here. Got a nice TV stand right there for some scrap. We got the mattresses out of that second bedroom. And I really don't have to use my dolly because everything slides nicely on the wood floor. And then, as you can see behind me, the front yard is kind of sloped downward, and it's a little wet outside, so everything slides nice and easy. So, yeah, couldn't ask for a better setup for a 2-story house clean out rolling solo. So, go ahead and get these mattresses on the truck, get the bed frame from upstairs, and that'll be it for the large bulky items in the bedrooms. Then we just got the living room, mainly just the kitchen upstairs. Look at this perfect setup. Slide the mattress right in the side here, nice and easy. Look at that. Look at that. Everything's coming together. Everything's coming together. And then that other mattress I'm gonna lay right there. And we still got this guy here we gotta put on. So even the truck's slanted downward, so everything rolls and slides down nice and easy. So put that on this side. Want the drawers to face the wall so that if it opens up, it doesn't fall out. There we go, we're nice and snug. All right, we're filling up, probably about a third of the way so far. It says be smart. And isn't that true with junk removal, guys? And just in life in general, you gotta be smart. But with junk removal, definitely gotta be smart about quoting the job and about how you're loading it. So typically, we like to load all the bulky, round, or square, rectangular shaped items first. And that way you're not having to fish all this big stuff through all the small junk and getting caught up. So that's what we're doing here. We're being smart with our junk removal. And we got to make sure that we leave room for these trash cans in this makeshift wooden enclosure. She did say she had some other guys, 2 young guys, come by, try to load it. She said it was full of water and they tried stabbing holes in it to drain the water, but she said they couldn't get it. So, you know, Kraken Junk Removal is going to get that no problem, especially with that lift gate. So that's going to go on last. So we got to leave some room in the truck for that, but I'm going to go ahead and keep working, getting upstairs, getting after it. So when I first got a customer on this job and I saw it was a 2-story clean out and I was doing it solo, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't looking forward to it. But I always love a challenge. So I said, you know what? Hey, we're going to make the most of it. We're going to do our best. We're going to help out our customer, get the job done. Because that's what we do at Kraken Junk Removal, right? We get the job done, no matter what. So we're taking down this glass, and man, I hate glass and mirrors and stuff, guys. I've been getting a lot of these lately. Bulk waste I've done in the past few days, and of course, all those mirrors and glass I had, all busted in my van, of course. But luckily, with this one, that's not going to be the case because I'm going to put this glass right between the mattresses. So, don't you love when a plan comes together? So, that's the goal with that. Man, those things are heavy. Now we're just going to go ahead and tackle that kitchen. So the customer did say to take the coffee table, it looks like, and this dinner table. I called to confirm. That's something I always do because I don't want to take the wrong items, guys. I've been close in the past to doing that. And this looks like something, I think, that donation centers would take. Especially this little table. It's nice. Got 4 chairs and a little, I guess, coffee table. So put that in there, take that to donation. Leaving the paintings, the mirrors, all the pictures, all the drapes are staying. Again, just like I said, just the big items. So we got this room, big items all cleared out. Same with this bedroom, all the big items cleared out. It's nice, the AC's going in here, the fan's going over there, and it's overcast, so we're gonna go ahead and get this bed frame out, and that kitchen furniture, or the kitchen table, I should say, and that will be it pretty much upstairs. Here's what we got in the box truck so far. We're about, say, 65% full, and we got these items on the lift gate. So we started working on the downstairs area. Upstairs is all cleaned up from all the bulk junk items, so we got to get rid of these little shelves, these little cabinets. Oh look, more glass, yay. And this loose trash in here. The workbench is staying, and I've already took some items out of here. There was a table the dehumidifier was on, I got that. Got a fish tank, a table, got the exercise bike out of here. So now we just got this pile here. We got those bags and a couple kitty litter boxes in here, and that's it. All right, here's a quick walkthrough of the upstairs. Again, the customer just wanted big items removed. She said don't worry about sweeping or picking up the small stuff. So We got all the big items picked up. Furniture, mattresses, bed sets, everything upstairs in the 3 rooms. Bathroom, there wasn't much in there to begin with. I'm gonna take that container right there. Pick up a few of those big items. Take these canes. Should leave the cleaning stuff. So that's what we're doing. So everything in here is pretty much all done. So next I'll show you the downstairs and what we got. We're still kind of working on it. Here's a look at the van, how much space we have left. I'm gonna take that container, the box with the junk in it, throw it up top so I have the space on the bottom of the floor left. I'm gonna put those 2 trash cans, and man, they smell in that construction debris in there. But yeah, here's everything else. And I gotta make room for my 2 cans. But I've got all the big items up, all the junk picked up for her here in the garage, downstairs basement. All the big items are picked up here and in this room. So that'll be it. Kraken Junk Removal did it. 2-story bulk waste junk removal house clean out, all done solo. I got those trash cans in that wooden enclosure all in, and we're packed full, guys. 1 full load. Make sure she shuts. And just enough space to do the job. All done. Another house clean out in the books. Customer was super nice and very grateful for our service, so it was exciting. It was nice to be able to help them out, and the job wasn't too bad, actually. Surprisingly, I enjoyed it. Yeah, there was some nasty stuff involved, especially those trash cans towards the end of the road, but overall it was a enjoyable job. It's odd to say, right? You're picking up nasty trash and junk, but I don't know. It wasn't super hot. It was quiet, and had the house to myself to kind of work at my leisure. Plenty of space to move around, and everything was kind of like downhill from upstairs to the front door to the truck, and then from the truck back into the truck towards the front end. Everything kind of moved smoothly for me, so very happy to get that job done. So now it is time to call it a day because the landfill's closed, so we'll have to unload this tomorrow, and I got a few jobs I got to inquire about. So thank you guys for tuning in.